Hey, you guys, Karen from Master Spirit Guides. How you doing today? So I'm going to do a live session. I'm not live, but I'm going to do a live session with you with the pendulum. So usually I do it ahead of time. And so I'm going to do it today with you. It takes a little bit longer, but the pendulum moves pretty fast. So I don't do any editing. So you just have to, it just, if you're curious to see how it works, and then you can just get it in real time. You're going to get the message with me in real time. Okay. And this is with George Washington. So yesterday I did a part 1 with George Washington where we asked the spirit guides a whole bunch of your questions. Okay. And so I will post part 1 down here in the corner when this video is over. Okay. It'll pop up at the bottom here. Okay. So if you want to watch that, it was really great. And so today we're going to get a pendulum message from George, and I'm going to, in real time with you, I'm going to ask him to, if he has a message for us using an oracle, I'm going to shuffle the oracle, which I don't usually do. Usually I have this done ahead of time. I just like every once in a while to change it up a little bit for you. So let's see what he has to say. Okay. So I'm going to, I've got all my little sticky pad. I do sticky notes with these kind of things. So let's do the prayer real quick. So I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness. I'm just getting warm. My guides and guardians, and and the lead team collective, and ask Archangel Michael to please protect this channel, my channel, your channel, our community, the lead team collective, so it is only of the highest and purest light. Amen. Hey, you guys. How are you today? Awesome. So can I speak to the Lead Team Collective, please? Thank you. If you're wondering who the Lead Team Collective is, it's LEAD. It is a collective of all of our spirit teams in this community. So if you found yourself here, your spirit team is a part of this communication, okay? So... and they gave themselves that name. They spelled it out for me on here. Okay. I didn't make that up myself. Okay. So you guys, can we, so yesterday we talked to George. It was fantastic, by the way. And he did say that he was open to giving us a pendulum message, I believe. I asked him. But if not, is he open to giving us a pendulum message? Do you think it's appropriate? Yes? Okay, awesome. Can you please call in President George Washington, please? Thank you. President Washington, are you here? Yes? Okay, thank you so much for being back again. Really appreciate your time and your energy and any support you can give us as humans. As spiritual beings having this human experience in 2025, we greatly appreciate it. So, perfect time, you guys, to say thank you to your own spirit teams, the lead team, anybody you want to say thank you to in spirit form for providing any support and guidance. They do like to be appreciated, so as anybody would. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so George, do you have a message for us using the pendulum? Awesome. Do you have a message for us using oracle cards? Okay, cool. All right, so let's see. Let me just look. My sister had some notes here. Let me just make sure. So possible questions for George to provide pendulum messages. Okay. Okay, so let me just ask these 4 questions, yes or no, and then then he can go with what he wants to tell us. Okay. So George, do you feel our current administration is doing a good job? No. Okay. Do you like Trump personally? No. Which is, I was expecting him to say yes, because usually, okay, we'd really have to dig into that, because, usually in spirit form, they don't have that kind of an opinion, but are you, okay, I don't know where to go with that. I mean, I could really go down a rabbit hole, so I'm not going to do that. So, what message do you have for the current administration? Okay, so do you have a message for the current administration using the pendulum? Yes. Okay. Will you tell us what you think of Trump personally on the pendulum? No. Okay. So, but okay. Is there any advice for our country to navigate the current political environment? Can you give us that message? Okay, perfect. Which one, or do you want to just give us a general message, whatever you want to give us? Yes. Is that where you'd like me to start? Yes. Okay. All right, let's start there. Okay, so I'm going to bring you down and hopefully you can see, I think it's not great because, I'm not too fancy around here. Okay, so I do have it turned towards you. So hopefully you can see that. You'll have to just, I kind of go fast, you guys, and you might be like, well, how did she get that letter? Because I don't know, I've been doing this a while. So, okay, so George, what's the first letter that you would like to share with us? What's the first letter of your message? Okay, is that a J? No. Is that a W? Okay, so W, second letter. So second letter, please. Okay, H. A. T. Okay, so is the first word what? Looks like he's asking us a question. Okay, so the first word is what? Okay. Now you might be wondering, for folks who are watching this, so the first letter I had to identify because it's, it was J and W across from each other. Okay. So once he chose W, then the next was H or U, H, U, and because H made more sense to me in terms of what a word would be, I went with H. But let me just double check. I mean, normally, actually with the value, usually if there's a vowel, I will ask that. But because there was an H, I just, kind of made sense to me. But did you mean to say, was it W-U? The word, was it W-U that you wanted to spell? No. Okay. So then once it was W-H, and then it was A and N, obviously it was A, right? So I don't have to double check that. And so I'm already then, I can already tell what he's already gonna spell. Okay. So then I'll just write it down. So what, first word. Okay. What? What's the second word? Is that an A? Yes, okay, A. R. Is that an R? Okay. A-R. His energy is kind of slow. Okay, are you spelling, is the word R, A-R-E? Is that the second word, A-R-E? He may not be. He's not probably used to using this. moving the energy on one of these. Okay, so is it A-R-E-R? Yes? Okay. So what are, so he's got a question for us. Maybe let me turn the fan down. Maybe the fan is giving him some problems here. Okay, so what are, is that a B? Okay, well, I don't know what this is going to be. Okay, so B. So what are B? B what? O. Okay, what are B-O? So what are boy? B-O-Y? Okay, B-O-Y. Okay, S. So what are boys? So let me just confirm that that's where he's going here. Okay, let me see if you can see the dowsing rods there. Okay, so is your message, what are boys? Well, this is interesting. Okay, what are boys? Okay. I'm assuming he's going to say, what are boys doing? Something. What are boys? Okay. That's not the end of your that's not the end of your message, is it? What are boys? No. Okay. What are boys what? I'm so demanding, aren't I? What are boys? Is that a W? No. Is that a J? No. Okay. So what are boys? Okay. Is that a D? Are you going to spell the word doing? So sometimes, I mean, you can just kind of, sometimes I ask that, and they're like, no, that's not what I was going to say. Okay, so what are boys doing? Is that part of the message? What are boys doing? So yes, okay. So what are boys doing? What are boys doing what? This is a mystery. What are boys doing? Oh, really? Are you all done? What are boys doing? Is that the whole message? What are boys doing? Okay, that's interesting. What boys? What boys are you referring to? What are boys doing? So like, what are they doing? What are they up to? Why are they doing this crap? I can ask him with the dowsing rods. Okay, yeah, this is not going to surprise me. So T, I'm just going to assume he's going to spell Trump, and then you might say, well, that's your bias, but hello. R, sometimes you just get to know the communication. You know what I mean, you guys? It's not necessarily, I'm not swaying this. Okay. Yep. TRU. Okay, what are boys? It's funny that he calls them boys, right? What are boys doing? Well, that is a good question for you. What are they doing? Okay, so he is talking about Trump. What are boys doing? Okay. Well, how does that help us to know that? Sorry, I don't mean to be critical, George, but so yeah, we have the same question. Like, what the heck, you know? Um, so what do you think? What's a message for us on where you see how do you see this can you see the end of this administration? Like what the end looks like? Can you actually see it? Oh, wow. Okay, he's saying no. Okay, I didn't expect that. Okay, so you don't know how this administration, how it's going to end at this point? Do you know how it's going to end at this point for Trump and his regime? No. Okay. Is it going to, so you don't have that foresight to know how is that because things change? I should be using the dowsing rods at this point. Yep. Yep. Okay. So, what are boys doing? Why did you ask that question? Why is that important for us to know? Can you give me a little bit more? Why is that helpful for us to know that question? Okay, is that a why? Okay, why? Okay, I can see what he's doing here. So this is a very typical communication. So he's probably going to spell you. So okay, so he's asking us another question. So why are you, okay, why are you what? Ah, okay. Is that a C? Okay, C, O, N. So at this point, normally I would stop and say, are you going to say, I'm just letting it play out here. So C. So are you saying, why are you concerned? Probably for the same reason you are. Are you concerned? Are you concerned? Ah, okay. So he's going to say no, he's not concerned. Okay. That's interesting. So what are boys doing? What are the boys doing? And why are we concerned? And he's not concerned. So is this a message for us personally? Like why are you concerned about what the boys are doing, basically? Is that really the message for us? Okay. Are you saying that this is playing out in a way that's perfect for humanity? Yes. Okay. Are you suggesting that we not be so concerned, overly concerned about what's happening? Yes. Do you think, though, that we shouldn't play a role in making change of what the boys are doing? Do you think we should refrain from playing a role? No. Okay. So you do think if we are called to play a role, whatever that role is, that we should play it? Yes. Okay. So do you think we should be concerned about this regime? No. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, that's, I'll take it. I'll take it from spirit. So, all right. Well, hopefully you guys can give me some feedback on that. I don't do that very often because I think it belabors the whole, I don't know if it's enjoyable for you to watch that. Sometimes it's helpful for people to see the process. So that's why I don't do that very often, but just let me know. Okay. All right. So George, do you have a message for, oh, yep. Did you see that pop right out of there? Okay. So I've got two cards. We have Wild Mystic and Crystal Ball Pocket Oracle. George, did you want me to use one of these decks? Yes. Okay. Which one? Do you want me to use Wild Mystic? Cool. Crystal Ball Pocket. He said yes to that one. Do you want me to use the Crystal Ball Pocket Oracle? No. Are you sure? He's very, very, okay. Do you want me to use the Crystal Ball Pocket Oracle? No. Okay. He was more clear there. Okay. All right. I am going over to that cabinet right there, and I'm going to get the Oracle card. I'll be right back. I'll leave the door open so you can see what I got in there. Okay. So there's my set of Oracle decks, and this is the one he chose. It's kind of a big deck. You can see my hand. It's much bigger than other decks. So this is a relatively new one that I have. Okay, so these were the two. I have all of my decks, in case you're new here. I do have all of my decks on this little, I found this set of this tarot deck at Goodwill or something, and I wasn't really using it, and it's really tiny, and I thought, oh, I put paper on it. I just took, you know, like index cards, a little thicker, and taped them, and then wrote my cards on there. And so I use it as its own Oracle deck. So it's kind of fun. Okay, let's see what George has to tell us about what's going on, or just whatever message he wants to. I have this listed below. This box is kind of cool, you guys, because look at it. It's just like a little jigsaw puzzle. It's kind of different. Real thick too, and the book is pretty substantial. Okay, and then inside it's got the deck. So it's kind of a fancy deck. All right. So let's see what he wants to tell us. Okay. All right, George. Okay, so I'll shuffle just a little bit here. Okay, George. So what messages do you have with this deck that you've chosen? What do you want to tell us using? Did you like that one? I don't know. This kind of sticking out. That one's sticking out. That was too many. All right. Any others? Yep. Okay. That one really popped out. This one's kind of sticking to my hand. So, okay. Let's see if any of those were the ones he wanted. So I have 4 cards in front of me. I'm not looking at them. Do you want me to read all 4 of these cards? No. Really wide swing. No. No, 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 no. Okay. Do you want me to read the one on the right? Now, the one on the right is the one that just kind of popped out. The other ones that they were out, but I just kind of pulled them. Do you want me to read any other cards besides the one on the right? No. Okay. All right. Let's see what message President George Washington has for us. So we got, the other ones were intention with a jellyfish. We've gotten that one before. Grow. Oh, is that what are those called? Well, it's a lizard, but chameleon. Is that a chameleon? So grow and inspire. Oh, those are the ones he didn't choose, just in case people want to see them. Okay, so let's see what we have here. So George wanted us. Oh, I always do that. When I see, I'm like, okay, it's just a cool message, you know? Okay, George wants us to collaborate. Collaborate. See that? Now, this could be a personal message for you. Sorry about the glare. So what is that? Is that an ant? Ants collaborate for sure, right? And a gear. And then what is that? Like, what's the thing? What's this thing going around this white dotted line? What's that all about? Okay, collaborate. Let's see what the message is here. So I think the only thing about this is you have to know what that animal is to find it in here. Like, you would think it would be organized by collaborate, right? But it's not. It's organized by the bug or the animal. But if you don't know what the animal is, it's like, seriously? No, I'm getting cold. Let me just adjust that. Okay. Well, let's see. It's pretty humid out today where I'm at. Normally I don't have the air on, but okay. So ant. I'm assuming this is, see, I was looking for, yeah, so this is an ant. So, okay, let's see what he has to say. Um, all right. This card invokes themes of teamwork and cooperation. Many creatures work in harmony with one another to achieve their goals, be it the gathering of food, protecting themselves, or creating a home. This card may be telling you to accept help from others or encouraging you to ask for help when it is needed. Just a reminder, the first spiritual law, what Jesus has, according to a book that we read in the Spirit Circle, The Golden Future, Jesus has 33 spiritual laws. And the first one, and they're not in any particular order, but the first spiritual law is you have to ask. Okay. So you have to ask for help. So this is encouraging us to do that. So accept help and encouraging us to ask for help when it's needed. You do not have to follow your path alone. Okay. So both personal message for sure and collectively. I think he's telling us we need to start collaborating, spirit world, with each other. We don't have to do this alone. The ant is an exceptional worker who labors in collaboration with a great many others of their kind. Together, ants create intricate nests and solve problems with feats of insect engineering. They create bridges or ladders from their own entwined bodies to pass obstacles. This card encourages you to work alongside others to achieve your aims or overcome your obstacles. The alchemical symbol, I'm not pronouncing that right. I know that sounds ridiculous the way I just pronounced that. It's AL and then chemical. I'm not pronouncing that right, but symbol for tin is pictured above the ant's form. Oh, okay. Tin has been used in many alloys, from bronze to pewter. There's that word pewter again. We have the cat pewter in our deck that I've used a couple times. The cat pewter in the Tula deck. It's kind of funny. And serves as a protective plating for steel against rust. Much like the ant, it is a strong collaborative force. This card reminds you that there is strength in numbers. Okay, so this is really an obvious message in the collaboration, the showing up, right? The protest, there's strength in numbers. Okay, so I'm just going to ask George real quick if he thinks that that's how we're going to overcome this. And that in surrounding yourself with like-minded people, like-minded people, which we definitely do here, you may achieve great things. That doesn't mean we all agree with each other. And it doesn't mean that we stroke each other and we have to believe in the same things. Not at all. But we are like-minded in the core values of love, empathy for others, that all human beings deserve dignity. That's what I believe, and deserve to live on this earth just as anybody else does, in a way that's peaceful, happy, fed, clothed, with shelter, good shelter, in clean environments, clean water, all that kind of stuff, that all humans deserve that. And that would be what I am always looking for, to look for a world that way, personally. So I think light workers tend to, empaths, light workers tend to have that sort of, maybe you wouldn't describe it just like that, but like-minded people. Okay. So you may achieve great things when you surround yourself with like-minded people. Very cool. So spell work, encouraging harmony in the workplace, home relationships, blessings on a project or an exam. Okay, so let me just ask George real quick and then we'll be done. But hey, George, so your overall message is, why are we so concerned about what the boys are doing, right? And you are asking us to not be so maybe individually concerned about what the boys are doing. Is that what your message is? Yes. But are you saying there is strength in numbers and that is how we are going to get this done? Yes. And does it have to do with the protests movement? Yes. Okay. So should we feel confident and trust that the protest movement, he's really swinging on that, yes, is going to do the job it needs to do? Yes. Okay. So there's strength in numbers. So basically, my overall, how I'm reading this, and George, you tell me if I'm correct, is you are saying individually, we don't need to be so concerned about what the boys are doing. They're doing what they're doing, and it's not cool. You don't like it, but we don't need to worry about it individually, but that we need to collaborate with others to get this job done. Is that correct? Yes. Okay. So when each of us are called to show up to the protests, they're estimated about 5 million this past weekend, last weekend, and that showed up, and that was about 2% of the population. So we have another, in theory, we need 3.5%. I actually watched the woman who came up with that. It was a research project. She's a political scientist who came up with that, about 3.5%. It's on YouTube. I don't know that I'll be able to find that video. Otherwise, I would link it below, but it was fascinating. You could just probably Google political scientist 3.5% of population or something like that, and probably find her talk. So, but if 3.5% of us, that will be the tipping point. So I have a feeling this is going to definitely happen. I'm feeling more and more confident about it, not only just from last weekend, but I know that the Arab Muslim community, probably Muslim community, has, I saw this on Tabitha Speaks Politics, and I will link her video below, but she did a quick video on, there is a website called, what's it called? Against Harris, I think. I think it's called Against Harris. It used to be Against Biden because they were not happy with Biden, what Biden was doing, supporting Netanyahu and with Gaza. And they have now written a letter on their website against Trump saying, if you continue with this, we will move against you, the whole Muslim community. So I don't know if they're all, I mean, whoever. But apparently it's a big enough movement that they think they are the ones who influence, because he basically, he lied to them. He went to Dearborn. He said he wasn't going to do it. He lied to them. So that's why they supported him, which in my mind, he already proved once before. Again, this is my personal opinion. He already proved once before when he was president before that he lies all the time. So I don't know why they would have even trusted him, but whatever. I wasn't there. I don't know the logistics. So, yeah, I'll post the website also that Tabitha's talking about in the description below. And if because they're basically threatening him. If you start this war in Iran, then we will basically, join the protests, which would be a lot more people. So I think, we'll see what happens. But okay, you guys, I think that's all very positive stuff. It means they're paying attention. I don't think it's great that they trusted him in the first place over Kamala, but they weren't happy that she didn't denounce what was going on because she made a promise to Joe. So I think they should have looked beyond. Again, I don't know. I wasn't in the room, obviously. So I think they should have looked beyond, though. What I think Kamala and Joe should have definitely looked beyond themselves, or Joe, about what was going on in the world, but they probably did. Who knows? I wasn't a fly on the wall, so. Okay, you guys, well, this was very interesting. So again, George is saying, let's not spend too much time concerning ourselves individually, but collectively. So put your energy in the collective, all right, who are, working towards democracy, working to, and I do think more and more things are getting deconstructed. I think this is really good. I think the movement is moving. It's getting bigger. It's only going to get bigger from here because Trump keeps getting worse and worse stuff. It's just getting bigger and bigger. And the bigger he gets, the bigger we get. And the more stuff that gets torn down, the better, because then we can, not hopefully where people get hurt, but we can build it back then. So, okay, you guys have an amazing one. And I hope this was helpful for you. It definitely was helpful for me. I wasn't sure where he was going with this. So, all right, have a great day and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.